Hello guys, it's Jerry from Jerry's Garden. Welcome back to my channel with another video, and today we will be talking about seeds. First of all, thank you very much to all new subscribers. If you're stopping by and you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. And today, as I said, I'm starting my greenhouse crop. I will show you what I'm gonna start germinating now, why I'm doing it, how I'm doing it, and why it's important, for me to grow my own crops in the garden. We were very fortunate. About over a year we moved into the new house, and I've got loads of outside space and I've got proper greenhouse. Thank God for that, because I was always craving that. And yeah, as houseplants, as you can see, it's my big passion, but also I'm very passionate about my outside gardening, which in summer is absolutely amazing. Right, stay tuned and let's go. Okay guys, recently I went into the local shops and purchased some of my seeds. This is the great time of the year to get into the shop and get your seeds, because they start, stocking them up. I would say I was quite surprised about some of the prices, because I thought they may gonna be a little bit cheaper. However, I went to two shops. I'm not sponsored for this video in the first place, just telling you that I pay for the seeds. And I went to B&Q and I went to Wilco. I've got one pack of seeds from Wilco's. I can easily buy another 10-15, but again, when you go on the shopping spree, you need to control yourself and think about your space, what you've got, which I've got like a small standard greenhouse. Last year I was growing stuff in like a flat grow box, like a tomatoes, but I found it didn't really work for me as good as I wanted. Which this year I ordered like a grow box. I will show you on the screen, because they great way to grow stuff in your greenhouses. Because if you don't like it how your greenhouse is structured, you grab the grow box, move it to another side and rearrange everything together. Right, okay guys, this is one of the grow box. I just show you, it's got like little handles there. That is a good size, like for tomatoes. I'm not sure how many liters exactly, but I just get them from eBay for 5 of them, and I think it was about £4 or £5 with free shipping, which does the great way to grow stuff. And end of the season you empty the soil and you store them and reuse them again the next year. But also, if you've got any small gardens and you want outside plants like flowering crops or some veggies as well, you can easily use them, because they doesn't take loads of space and they're much cheaper than for example flower pots or the plastic pots you normally buy in. Okay, that's the grow bag tutorial done, and now let's get on the seeds. Right, I went to B&Q, and each year I'm growing probably kind of similar sort of stuff, because we like it and we eat it a lot. Which the first one, I've got some cucumbers here. The next one, I've got some tomatoes. There we are. Now I found this, which I'm quite excited. Never grew them before, but this is habanero chilies, and they orange, which is kind of nice color. And then I went to Wilco and I only get the peas, and I will tell you why I got the peas. If you see this little stump, it's the Royal Horticultural Society, RHS basically, which got a stamp and is the Award of Garden Merit. This award is awarded to the crops, plants they perform very well in the garden. They assessed by Horticultural Society judges. And if you're watching this outside UK and you don't know what is a Royal Horticultural Society, God, that's a blah blah blah, sorry about that. It is basically a society here in the UK. They do lots of flower shows. I've been very fortunate go to actually Chelsea flower shows, which is very worldwide known, the flower show in London, and that was absolutely amazing experience. We supposed to go to another one year after, but unfortunately COVID hit, and that's what happened. But if this package got the stamp, that gives me some guarantee that this seed or this piece will germinate and give me some sustainable crop. what it is also early crop, which if I sow some now and 2-3 months later I do another batch and another batch, I will have the peas throughout the year. Also on each bucket you see you should start sowing them in February when you crop in as well. And on this one is germination guaranteed, as I say, from Wilco. And yeah, see how it goes. On the B&Q seeds, what I really like, I've got these chilies again. When you in this packet you've got only 12 seeds. They were about £2 per packet. But what I like, in each bucket you've got this little label which you can stick into your pots, and you've got like little basic information how to looking after them throughout the year. I also like that they packed in the paper. There is no plastic involved at all, a part of that label. But again, the next year you can reuse that label, because I'm not going to be planting 12 chili peppers because it will be too much and it's not sustainable. Same with the tomatoes. You've got again like little label there with easy information to do that. With the tomatoes you also have to check probably when you see them, when you plant them out, and when is your crop, but also how telling you how tall the plant can grow, because you need to bear in mind tomatoes are quite vigorous plants and can grow up to 2 meters, and the basic care tips. And the same with the cucumber. And also very easy way and cheap way and sort of sustainable way how you can get your seeds is from the fruits or vegetables you buy in for your consumption from the supermarkets. And I've got like a couple examples here. This is the macaroni pepper. If you know, it's like a long one, dark red, very sweet, and I successfully eat this one. And I just kept that seeds, drying them out, and now today I will be planting them and germinate them. And just ordinary bell peppers, and as you can see in shop you can buy yellow, green, red. And what is interesting, every pepper in that pack started as a green, and the longer you leave them on that plant, that she will change the color from green going to yellow, from yellow can go to the red, but you harvest them as you please. And I will show you here in this video a couple of techniques I'm using. I will start with the peas because it's a little bit different technique I'm using, and I call that toilet paper technique. I know now in the lockdown we've got here in UK plenty of toilet paper, but when it went into the first lockdown there was a little bit shortage of toilet paper, but you can use like a paper towel from the kitchen or kitchen roll, whatever how you call it, or any different types of like absorbing paper. I would avoid any like, you know, the blue rolls or anything like that or newspapers, because they will just get molded, but like toilet paper or kitchen roll are absolutely fine. I've got like little plastic container here with the toilet paper already in, and what you do, you just wet it, make it nice and damp. By the way, in this spray bottle I've got the rainwater because I'm using that for my Stromanter Trio Star, because they're not very good with tap water. Then I've got the first peas here. They're just nice and dry, and I just place them on that paper just randomly. Got another piece of toilet paper which is I just fold it into like 3 halves to fit it for that container. Put it on top and you wet it again. When you wetted it, what is important is starts germinate that seeds, and in another video I will show you when I replanting it into the pot. You can try and do that in your, you know, already in the soil. I never done that because don't know why. I just prefer to get like little roots going, then you put them in, and then everything is getting nice and fast. Then you just put the lid on it to keep them moist on, and you need to keep this moist all the time, don't let it dry. Where is this going? I will show you end of the video. It will be going into my propagator, the electric propagator, and I'm just gonna keep an eye on it before I plant them into the soil. Okay guys, and what I'm using for the other seeds, for the chilies, peppers, tomatoes and cucumbers, I just purchased this fiber pot. I don't know if you can see it. They wrap in plastic, which I don't really like, but hey ho. But what they do, they look like that. They from the recycled paper. And what you do, you put the soil in it, you put the seeds. However, you can plant them into the ground as well once the seeds are ready, and they basically decompose. However, because when you germinate seeds, you always have to put a little bit more than less, because some of the seeds not germinate, and if you just put like one seed into each pot, you probably end up with half of them not germinating at all. But what I did, what I'm using, well, I got this little cute tools like these and these. In case of soil, you can use the seedling soil, but I'm just using just ordinary multi-purpose compost, which I wetted slightly before I started, because unfortunately this multi-purpose compost contains peat, which absorb the water and give that nice moisture to help them start. And then I filled each pot about 3/4 in. Don't squash it or anything, because the seeds need the air and they need easy soil to grow first root and germinate. Which now I've got my chili peppers, starting with them. Remember, it's 12 seeds. I will be doing four pots with 2 seeds each. 1, 2, this is a little bit like a mindfulness exercise now, when you put like the seeds, 2 seeds on each side of the pot. I will show you that in a minute when I get them all in. Okay, ooh, this is fun. I know like other YouTubers doing the seeds as well, and on my Instagram I follow people who likes growing stuff from seeds. The reason why is that because it's just very rewarding, can be honest. I will show you this one. As you can see, 2 seeds on each side, and then you slightly put the soil on top of it. Again, you do not squash it in, but just give them that sort of first layer. And then what I do when I've got all of them, I get again my spray bottle and slightly moist that to get it settled, get them seeds the best chance to germinate. Okay, you don't have a you don't have a sort of guarantee they will germinate, but every year I'm doing this, I've got quite good success. Alright, which I will be cracking on with the rest of them. I'm just gonna move my pile away. You can see I've got all lined them up. And what I do when I cover it, just stick the label in front of them, and I know I've got four pots with the habanero chilies, and I will keep going, and I will see you in a minute. Okay guys, my sowing getting quite nicely, but I want to just quickly tell you about the cucumbers. This is the cucumber which is basically the same type you buy in from the supermarkets. As you can see, this plant is also very good for the butterflies and the pollinators, which is great. And I'm just telling you what, because the seeds are quite big, you probably know how cucumber seeds looks like, but I'm not gonna be sowing 2 in one pot. They're like this sort of size, and I'm gonna just put 1 because cucumber seeds are generally quite easy to germinate, and they're quite fast to germinate as well, which I don't need basically have 8 plants, because then this is what I'm gonna do with them. I have no idea, but yeah, just wanted to tell you about that. Okay guys, I finished planting all my seeds. What takes me about 15 to 20 minutes, for you it's probably just a couple of seconds. that's fine. But as you can see, I got some seeds. I got it from like bell peppers, which I normally eaten. And what I did, make a label. I just got this like ice cream or ice lolly stick, whatever. I buy them for eBay, they quite cheap, they wood as well, and I just basically stick that into the pot to know what seeds are what. And you may think like, why I'm sowing the seeds when outside still snow, it's minus temperatures, and it's always kind of important to remember that it takes time for seeds to germinate. Like cucumbers, tomatoes, they take usually somewhere between 7 to 14 days to start. You can start see first shoots, but for peppers and chilies, it can be somewhere between 14 to 21 days, which is kind of like, you know, about 3 weeks time. Which now we in February, if I sow them now, they will be probably sprouted and germinated by beginning of the March or mid-March. Then I will monitor temperature outside, and when the last frost, last sort of danger of frost pass, I will be transferring them into the greenhouse. You should harden them off, but what I do usually, because I will show you in a minute, they will go into the propagator, sorry, the electric propagator. When they germinate, because it's got like a cloche like this going on top to monitor temperature and the humidity. Once they germinate, I will take that cloche off. I will keep that propagator on for the roots to deliver, and then once I feel like they're the good size, I will just turn my propagator off and leave them there. That means they would be acclimatized for my room temperature. Then I will see what temperatures are outside in night time, in the morning, and if that they will be somewhere around probably 15 degrees, I will put them into the greenhouse outside. Remember, the greenhouse is gonna have a different temperature because it's isolated and it's usually lower temperature there. It's higher temperature there inside and outside. Alright, I will show you in a minute my propagator and how I set it up. Alright. Okay guys, they're nice and stuck inside this electric propagator. I split them, as you can see it's like a dome, and you can regulate humidity but also temperature here. This is the set for about temperature around the 20 degrees, which is the ideal temperature to germinate seeds. I've got also this little like LED lights because it's just in the corner, give them a little bit of light to ensure that they doesn't go leggy or anything like that. Right, okay, that's how it's all set up, ready to go, and now I will be just waiting for the baby. Alright guys, job done, easy to do, nothing, not the rocket science. You probably grow something from seeds, but I really want to encourage you to get some seeds, get it growing, especially if you've got the kids, because that could be quite good fun as well, especially in the lockdown. Get that started. Some of the fruits like tomatoes, you can grow in the pots as well if you don't have an outside space, or on your balconies and conservatories, and it's just nice way to get sustainable. You can grow your own food, and trust me, they taste absolutely different from your own garden than they actually taste from the shop, which is kind of like, okay, when you eat sweet tomatoes, it's like, oh, this is gonna have a weird taste, it doesn't taste like from the shop. Yes, because from the shop, when they grow, they basically pick the green and they finish it off, ripen off in the shops or in the warehouses. That's why, because there is no sun to get that nice and dark red color. Right, thank you very much for watching. I'm not gonna hold you any longer. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you grow anything from the seeds, let me down below in my comments, not in your comments, in my comments, and I will be definitely interested interested to see what you're growing from the seeds. For now guys, you take care, stay safe, and I will see you next week. Bye.